Well, that's a red flag. Look at this. So I'm in Baron Zaya's chambers. It's in the palace and whatnot. Isn't she like the queen, I think? Mournhold Royal Palace. I think she might be the queen or something. I don't know. But literally you start talking to her and it's like, how goes your quest to forge the Blade of Nerevar? I'm like, how'd you know about that? How'd you know about that? Probably a sign. Pieces of the blade. Reforge the Blade of Nerevar? Question mark. What? You already know I'm on the quest. You said, what? What? Okay. I have heard rumors of the Nerevarine returning. Could it be you? I wonder. If what Alexia says is true, if Almalexia says is true, and all the pieces of the blade are here in Mournhold, I have a few suggestions for you. Helseth's champion, Caerod, carries a blade that is of ancient Dwemer design. Perhaps you will learn more from him, though it may be difficult to get the information out of Caerod. Oh, Helseth's your son. Your son sucks. He's a dangerous man, but he could be a powerful ally. So I need to go talk to Caerod. Okay. Alucineth. Oh. Go right through to here. The back of the throne room. That's Caerod. Hello, sir. And Caerod says nothing. What? And the quest didn't update either. Okay. Ah, so you're the one Tienius has been telling us about. You should have brought the information to us directly. Still, you may be of use. We understand you had a slight inconvenience earlier. It appears we were given a bit of misinformation. The Queen Mother has spoken of you as well. You know, of course, Queen Baranzaya. We returned to Mournhold together after the unpleasantness of the Wayrest. An amazing woman, our mother. Not one to be taken lightly. Not much happens in Mournhold that she is not aware of. She is a valuable asset to us. The misinformation? Yes. We have various sources throughout Varnfell that are paid well to provide us with information. Unfortunately, sometimes it proves to be incorrect. One of our informants has suggested that you could pose a threat to our monarchy. This cannot be allowed, as I'm sure you understand. It is never easy for one to assume the throne, especially after the unfortunate set of circumstances that led to our beloved King Lethland's death. There are those who would seek to profit from such events, to take the opportunity to create unrest among the people. There are those, even, who would wish to see us dead. Does this surprise you? Even now, there are those that would see our head on a pike. What better way to achieve one's goals than to have others remove those that would oppose you? Surely you have some understanding of this. In fact, we have recently been told a plot against the throne. I assume you've heard of the Morag Tong and of the Dark Brotherhood. They have their purpose in Morrowind. They're usually a very effective group. Not always, though. I have recently learned. Well, they failed to kill me. The plot? Some of the informants have learned of a possible assassination plot against our royal person. I would like more information on this. However, I do not want to compromise the safety of my guards or of my informant. I believe, however, that you would be suitable for this matter. I wish for you to meet an informant of mine at a local corner club, the Winged Guar. You'll find it in God's Reach. He's an orc. Shouldn't be hard to pick out. Find him. Ask him about his uncle's farm. He'll know what it means. Then report back to me with your information. Just ask him about it. It's the keyword, obviously. King Lethan's death. May his spirit rest among his ancestors. We did all that we could be done for him, but in the end, he seemed to have lost his will to live. He was a great man, and we mourn his loss. Do you, though? Do you? Do you? I think that's all of the things I can click on, basically. Can I ask you about
Captain Delidian
Caerod?
speaks well of you.
I cannot ask about Caerod, can I? Caerod. I met him many years ago. A deaf and dumb child wandering the streets of Wayrest. The boy actually had the audacity to try and rob my stepsister, Elisana. I marveled at his courage, and took him into my employ. When a dog has been beaten, Pat Yelchin, it will lick the hand of the one who feeds it even the most meager of scraps. Now he is my most loyal servant, and one of the most deadly. I wish for you to fight my champion. That's That's correct. I've come to know you a bit, Pat Yelchin. I believe that you can be of some use to me, but the plans I have will require someone of great strength and wit, perhaps both. The time has come for you to prove this to me. You will return here tomorrow, and you will duel Caerod. If you are able to defeat him, we will discuss plans for you. What the fuck? Are we going to fight to the death? Because most of the fights in this game seem to be to the death. So just in case we weren't sure that this guy's just the worst person, he's like, if a dog's been beaten, if a dog's been beaten, it'll lick the hand of someone who gives it even the most meager scraps. It's like, wow, you're just straight up saying basically that this guy is someone that you keep around because you're able to basically manipulate him into liking you by giving him a tiny reward after all the abuse that he suffered. You can't see me? Good. Gonna rest for 24 hours. There we go. Intelligence, endurance, and luck. The usual. There we go. That'll give me some hit points to work with. 192. Still shit. You can't see me. There's something invisible right here? What the heck? I can't walk through here. Weird. Destruction magic. Scroll of the 6th barrier. Saint Nerevar. Hey! It's a thing about me, I think. I love that you can hide in a corner across from a bed and then point at a bed and like, I'm technically in stealth, and then you click on it and like that freaking counts as you being in stealth still. So are we gonna fight Caerod? I was gonna try to talk to Caerod though. Let's double check with the mother. She's not here, right? Nope. Let's see. Caerod. Dangerous man, powerful ally. Caerod carries a blade of ancient Dwemer design. Oh. So, a dangerous man, but maybe a powerful ally, suggested about other stuff. But ultimately, I think he's using the blade. I think he's actually wielding the blade of Nerevar. Can I see his weapon?
Captain Delirian speaks well.
I can't see it anywhere, unfortunately. So I can't see what his weapon is, but I think he might be. I think the blade of his weapon might be made of the blade of Nerevar, like a piece of it. And so if we defeat him, we might be able to get it, which is kind of rough because he's deaf and dumb. That means that he can't hear. I can't talk to him, and he can't talk to me because he won't speak, which means it's gonna be really hard to get information out of him. That's what she means.
Maybe she's right.
Have you come to fight my champion? Are you prepared to face Caerod? Ah, you've come to meet Caerod in battle. Good for you. Oh, good for you. Have I mentioned that Caerod has never been defeated? Perhaps I hadn't. This is to be a fair fight. Use whatever weapons or spells are at your disposal. I wish you both luck. At least one of you will need it. None are to interfere, and you will begin on my command.
How are
okay.
you, Imperial? Tidings.
I might as well fully repair anything that I need to repair. That's the partially used one. There we go.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Dwemer.
How are you, Imperial?
Let the duel.
Ah, I guess we're starting. That looks like a crazy, ridiculous weapon. Look at that. Is that why he's never been defeated? Because he has my weapon? Hold, I am beaten. You are the greater warrior, Pat Yelchin. You should speak now with my liege. Excuse me? Oh yeah, you talked to me. Oh, you technically did talk to me when I first talked to you too, so you can't be entirely deaf and dumb. That must have been temporary? Huh. Enough. I have seen you fight my champion, though I find it hard to imagine how you have succeeded. I destroyed him, it was easy. And now you will like me more so that you can fully believe in my majesty and how awesome I am. There we go. Now you believe. I did not believe anyone could best Caerod. You have shown me otherwise. And he speaks. There are depths to you, Pat Yelchin, and I will fathom in time. For now, you have proven yourself to me. So you're surprised he speaks too. I'm amazed you're able to defeat him. There may be the stuff of greatness in you, Pat Yelchin. I'm impressed, Pat Yelchin. None have ever defeated Caerod in battle, and I certainly didn't expect you to be the first. You continue to surprise me. You have proven your worth to me, as well as your loyalty. Take this as a token of my faith in our friendship. It was my father's ceremonial dagger, and I place it now in your possession. Do not disgrace his memory, Pat Yelchin. Now let us discuss my plans for you. How much you want to bet that, oh god, what if that was something that could have given to the museum? That'd feel very silly right about now. Plans for you. As I'm certain you know, Mournhold is one of the seats of power for the Tribunal. The goddess Almalexia resides in her temple, surrounded by her high ordinators. I have no great love for Almalexia, her ordinators, or the Tribunal of which she is a part. In light of recent events, I believe it is time to gather more information about them. Recent events? The attack on Mournhold was as unexpected to me as it was destructive to the city, and I find it my business to remain forewarned of this sort of event. Many believe the attacking creatures to have been Dwemer constructs, but we know that that is not the case. These creatures were beyond anything dreamt of by the dwarves. Creatures it would take the power of a god to create. I would like you to learn more about the attacks. That's not a terrible point. What if Almalexia is like a straight-up monster? What if Almalexia specifically created those creatures in order to trick people into giving her more power, basically, which has been happening so far? I believe that the only person who might shed some light on the situation is Almalexia herself. All indicators are that these creatures must be the constructs of Sotha Sil, and only Almalexia is likely to have information about him. I wish for you to speak to her, learn what she knows about the creatures, and report to me. There is no reason for the goddess to suspect that you and I may be allied. Use this to your advantage. Do not approach me again until you have learned all that you can. Okay, this person's giving me super useful information. So, Helseth is telling me that Sotha Sil may be the one behind all the monsters we're encountering now. And I'm guessing that the story arc of what I'm supposed to accomplish here is stopping Sotha Sil. So he's giving me information Almalexia isn't. If I can get away with it, though, I think I might continue on without ever coming back to Helseth ever again. Because I don't want to give him more information, I don't want to help him because he's a problem, and giving him more power is also a bad thing. But if between him and Almalexia I can find out about Sotha Sil and figure out how to stop them, then we win. Kind of, I think, maybe. So Sotha Sil's also one of the Tribunal. None have seen the Tinkerer in centuries, but from what I understand, I distrust these man-gods, especially ones I cannot find. Can I talk about... let's see. Quit out. Can I talk to your friend about your friend again? Karod. Nothing new there. Alright, so can I talk to you about your weapon? What may Karod do for you, mighty one? I am Karod, champion of the King Lalu Helseth, and eternal friend to you, Pat Yelchin. Oh, wow, we're just besties now, are we? Well, can I ask you about pieces of the blade? When I was a child, my father gave me this weapon. He told me that as long as I had it, none would defeat me in battle until the rightful owner came to claim it from me. I know now that you are the one of whom he spoke. I give it to you freely. May it serve you as well as it has served me. Boom! We got the odd Dwemer weapon, just like that. Yes, thank you for convenient fatherly prophecies that explain exactly what I need them to do. Hooray. That is incredibly convenient that the father dictated that exactly to him. Okay, so now we're all set. I'm going for, yep, Plaza Brisindi and going to God's Reach. So now I have all three pieces of the blade, according to what we were told before. That should be all that we need. And that's that. Go to Craftsman's Hall. Yeah, no one will ever defeat me until the rightful owner arrives. Here he is. Too bad for you. I want to try to reconstruct it visually a little bit if I can. Where's the piece I just put down? Oh, what the heck? This game can be weirdly inconsistent sometimes about things like that. You go there. You go there. Where'd you go? Stop that. Stop doing that. I'll just do a close approximation. It takes too long to get it right. Where's the blade? I guess it must count as an actual weapon right now, huh? It's a curved... What the heck is up with the design of this thing? Look at this. It's like a scimitar with a crossblade hilt that has like hooks on it or something. Like, it's bizarre. It's a one-handed long blade weapon, so I suck at it. Oh. Freaking long blades. I need to find a proper trainer or something so I can get them sweet long blade skills. Well, good news. I have it. Oh, forge the blade. You got some interesting pieces here. I can work with this. Make the best blade you've ever seen. Not that I figure you'd know a daikatana from a butter knife. We just joked a moment ago about how I barely know what a daikatana is, except for maybe a katana. It might just be the same thing. I don't know. Come back in 2 days' time and I'll have your blade. Now leave me alone. Alright? I'm going to leave you alone so hard right now, by which I mean help.
Need custom armor.
Yeah, you're the one who wanted me to forge the blade. I suppose you figured I'm finished, huh? Here's your blade. And before you ask, I don't know why it doesn't burn. I'm a smith, not an enchanter. You want Dwemer enchantment on this thing, talk to a Dwemer. Was it supposed to burn? I know, they're all dead. But look, I've heard rumors of a powerful Dwemer mystic. Radak Strong Thumbs? Like strong thumbs? That lived in Bomzam Shed. He's long gone, but maybe some of his writings still exist. If you can find any of them, I'll see what I can do. Am I supposed to find one of those generic books and bring it to him? Because if that's the case, I'm going to be a little frustrated because I had one of those in my inventory earlier and I didn't take it with me. Trueflame. Swing. Oh, look at that. Look at the freaking... No, just hold it diagonally for a second. Oh, wait, I can do this. Now that's a World of Warcraft sword. Look at that ridiculousness. It's utter nonsense, but I love it. I love it, and I want it to be mine. Even though it technically has lower stats. I mean, it has lower stats than the thing I got from the other expansion, I suppose. Maybe it'll be cool when it's on fire, though? Maybe? If I can get that done. Yagat Grogluk says he cannot enchant the blade, but suggests I visit the ruins of Bomzam Shend to seek the writings of the Dwemer mystic Radak. I can return with some of the writings. Grogluk believes he may be able to enchant the blade for me. Okay. Stop getting stuck in a plant. We want to go south again. Okay, so we're still not done. Now we need to enchant the weapon. The pilgrimage is incomplete. But once I have my enchanted piece, I'm all good. And then I can have a flame sword to go with my ice weapon. And if only I could wear them in... if only I could hold them in opposite hands, and I'd have an ice mace and a flame sword. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have just specialized in these kinds of weapons instead of short swords. Oh well. Specialized in the total wrong weapon. And then I also just finished maxing out my freaking mace skill. And then that's not even what I need anymore. So I believe the other direction was the one that had all the stuff I needed, right? No? That could be any of these places, kind of. Geez, they're everywhere. Why are they everywhere? I thought I killed everything already. Not altogether encouraging. Where was that generic book? There was a generic... There, that's probably it. Combustibles and fire safety. Take. Appears to be a manual on machinery maintenance. Okay. That's worth trying. I might... It's a gamble. There's a decent chance that I need, like, have a specific item that specifically says that it's absolutely written by him exactly. Sure. But other than that, like, we can't read these things, right? If I have old Dwemer books and one of them says that it's for combustibles and fire safety, and I'm trying to get a fire enchantment for my weapon, that might be what I need. So I am going to take a chance and see if that's what it was. I also didn't notice until just now that these items had different descriptions on each one. There's the Great Bazaar. That way? Yeah. When I previously held the books, I thought they had I didn't read them directly, and I didn't realize that they had different descriptions. I figured they would just be the same generic thing of like, you can't read this either. But it turns out they actually have different, not entirely known purposes. I need to stop walking on that plant. It gets stuck so hard. You again, I already made you a good blade, stop bugging me. But I want to make it a fire blade. Duh. I made your blade for you, damn good work too, now leave me alone. Oh. But what about the fire? Talk to a Dwemer. See if you can find Radak's Forge. Maybe you'll find his writings or something. I can help, and I can help you out. So we're not ready? Was his name Radak? His name was Radak. Okay. I did not piece that together. So there was this whole zone in there that's called Radak's Forge, for those that didn't notice. I think it was the same zone where we had the blocked wall and I had to blow it up. So the combustibles and fire safety were probably a reference to the explosives that you find in the area instead. So if I go into Radak's Forge, I suppose... Oh right, I keep trying to look at the right part of the hole, but it's not. It doesn't come down to part of the hole. It's the ladder. So if I go to Radak's Forge, which is the fitting thing there, then we should be set. Radak's Forge, right there. Okay. Yeah, I believe this is where we blew up the wall in order to continue. I'm just gonna continue past all these guys. I would do it in super fast forward wolf mode, but then I'd have to wait for 6 hours for it to go away so I can pick up the book. Woo! I can go pretty close to that top speed just all on my own, frankly. Bye-bye. This might be his office. Are you a spooky ghost? Are you Radak? You are Radak. Hello? What are you doing down here? Leave an old spirit to his haunts. You want to talk to a Dwemer mystic? Ha! Look, I'm no mystic. It wasn't when I was alive, either. I'm a soldier, kid, plain and simple. Sure, I made weapons for my troops, no secret there. I'm no mystic, though. But you say you want to add fire to that blade. Well, if that's all you want to do, don't need a mystic, well, I can take care of that for you. We'll need some Imperial tar, though. Used to have some around here, but that was a long time ago. You can find it in the lower caves of Nornendur and the citadel of Mindurur. It's an old ruin far beneath Bam Zamshed. I swear, no one is happy with a simple blade that cleaves bone. Always need the special effects. He's making fun of the fact that I don't care about the fact that I already have a cool weapon. Okay, so the takeaway from that is that apparently that one place I found so that I blew up a wall for, but then I was like, psh, don't care about that. What are you, some sort of Daedric ruins? I've been there, done that. Apparently it has the specific item I need, so turns out we're going there anyway. Imperial tar. Just a little something to add to that blade of yours. Fine looking blade, by the way. Should give you that fiery blade effect that everyone's always so fond of. He's so, like, patronizing and just done with this whole, like, oh, these adventurers, they want their weapons to glow. Mirandurur, deep, deep caves, an old Daedric ruin. Fool, Dwemer, worshipping those beasts. I say kill 'em all. Used to be a good spot for all sorts of resources, though. Of course, that was when there was any of us left who needed them. You can find the place through a cave in at the Passage of the Walker. Take care down there, youngster. No telling what you may run into. You might discover a new way to die. That'd be something, at least. You should be able to find some Imperial tar, though. Bring that back to me. Well, this was an interesting development. So this guy just warps in here, and he wasn't here before. And he's like, hey, go find the special tar in the place that you wrote off before. Take that. Still, I would have been kind of amused if these nondescript books that I was picking up. Old Dwemer book. Old Dwemer book. It would have been funny if those random books I found were actually what I needed, because it has like a note about combustibles and whatnot. Not this time, though. Probably a good thing he wasn't here before, because I might have murdered him, because he's a spooky ghost. People were telling me that when I was in the, apparently when I was in the sewers recently, I killed a quest NPC that was a ghost, but I'm like, it looks just like all the other ghosts that are trying to kill me. What the hell, man? You can't just do that to me. We've established in Dark Souls 3 that I will fail to notice that a particular version of the same carbon copy guy that's copied everywhere doesn't happen to actually be an enemy. I fall for that all the time. Because, like, what the hell? I did that twice in one zone in Dark Souls 3 because there was two things that looked like enemies that you see everywhere else, but mysteriously weren't actually enemies that time for some reason. Oh well. It's time to defeaturate the world. Oh god. Hut. Hey, my athletics skill went up. Hooray. Ah! Local map. And yeah. Right down there, basically. I'm zigzagging. I'm serpentining via jumping. That makes sense. Why does it ask me if I want to crawl through it like a separate prompt? That's weird. I just find it strange because you go through doors constantly without the game ever asking you, do you mean it? But for some reason here, it's like the one time. Probably not the only time, but is a unusual time. I am here to find... tar? What's it called again? Imperial tar? Yeah, basically. Come at me, brah. The Grand Stair. Hey, you guys know where they keep the tar? Curious. And whoop. Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye. I can just jump around with like a cocked weapon at all times. Waiting for the moment that a character comes on screen. That view was great. Look at that. Yeah. It just looks like I clotheslined him. I love it. Where your tar at, bro? Where'd you come from? Did you wake back up or something? Don't know if that was the previous guy getting back up or what. Excuse me, take a rest. He can run around like that? It's amazing. There's no door there. They've just got arrows and stuff. No major appearance of any... I don't see any lootable containers. That's just ectoplasm. Jumping down! Where was the way in again? I think I need to just head back out, try a different door. Yep. Oh. Oh, right. Game's not always great at telling whether or not you just went through a door or not. It really reminds me how much I prefer playing a fantasy game in third person over first person. It's just not entirely ideal in this game. Daedric Straff, Heart. Mostly comes down to the fact that you're supposed to actually aim in these games. You don't have a reticle in third person, and your character's kind of in the way of the aiming anyway. And also the animations are kind of at times. But I do like this camera angle more for playing a melee RPG, which probably shows in that I constantly play games that have this camera angle where you run around and melee things. It's pretty, I think it's pretty straightforward why it works. But it's never been the entirely ideal solution for Elder Scrolls games. But at the moment I can just run around like a lunatic because I practically one-shot enemies anyway, so probably not that big of a deal if I'm slightly screwing up at my combat. Let's do that for a while, change the pace. How about down here? So far we're just seeing the same Daedra we see everywhere else. And no loot containers. Like, for a dungeon, this place has no loot containers. What? Really? That's the whole dead end, huh? Weird. Dead end cavern. I just need one tar, guys. Y'all don't even need to die. I'm not even here for you. You're just, like, in the way. That's the tragedy about all the death that happens in RPGs and a lot of other games, is just the fact that half the people that die are just dying because they're like just between you and the thing you actually want, and they don't even know what you want or why you're here. Get out of here. I love that I can jump around like this, the weapon like reared up behind me. It's ridiculous. Gotcha.
I'm here for your tar.
He can swim like this. He just has to kick because his hands are in a wielding an ice weapon, almost like as if he's trying to keep it out of the water, and then wielding a giant shield. And he's like doggy paddling this, like somehow his tail and his wow, do I two-shot Golden Saints now? Holy crap. That's full-on ridiculous. The Golden Saint was like the gold standard for like an elite enemy before. Oh, you're still alive. And now I basically two-shot them. Jeez. Oops, random right-click. Whoops. Coming for you. I'm guessing this is where I needed to go, because it is full of high-level enemies all of a sudden. Like, this is the boss chamber. I get you guys? Hello. Is this where I can find the tar? It's where I can find a throne, apparently. Cash T. Drew, are you a special boss? Pure Tar, there you go. But he was a special Daedra, apparently. Is what I take from that. Oh yeah, dog paddling. I'm the most badass Nerovar that ever did. As you can tell from this swimming animation. Whoop! Whoop! Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, no, I want to go that way. Because this was like a few rooms deep. Of course I checked the correct direction last. You show him, Khajiit. Everyone's gonna fear you. No. No, thank you. Bye-bye. Wait, where am I going? That's Redrex Forge. Oh yeah, that's the hole right there. What am I... That was way too much hesitation for how obvious the direction and progress was. Okay, first person then. No? How do I leave? There we go. Surprisingly finicky. Makes it really apparent that whenever I'm going uphill, I spam the jump button because I think it makes me go faster. It might. So it's a vertical thrust added to the fact that you're already trying to climb a slope, so I think it actually does make you go up slopes faster, but I'm not entirely sure. It leads to a funny, like, thumping noise whenever I'm going up slopes. Am I going the right way? Ah. Stop trying to shoot me, I already killed all of you. I shouldn't have to do this again. I don't think Hall of Whales is correct. Is it Hearthfire? Yep, Hearthfire Hall. Even the dart throwers are back here. They're genuinely dangerous. Well, this is easier in third person. Oh, except for when that happens. Land, please. Land. There we go. Aha! No! No, I realized my mistake. No. Damn it! I realized I got the tar and I'm like, okay, now all I gotta do is take this back to... Oh, not you. That was the wrong one. Dang it. Oh, that was really dumb. That was really dumb of me. I got used to thinking of, in terms of taking everything back to the orc, but of course, yeah, we go back to the guy that told us to actually get the oil. Not too far, thankfully. Nothing, getting around in this game never takes too long. Leave me alone. There we go. Hello, sir. You find the puroil tire yet? Ah, that's the stuff here. I'll do this there. There's your sword. Not a bad looking blade, actually. Good luck to you, youngster. Now leave this old dwarf alone. Go. Neat. We got Trueflame, just like that. Just like that. Isn't that neato? Where do you go? Where are you? Trueflame. 20 to 75 damage. And does fire damage on strike. 30 points. That's neat. Shah. Look at that cool weapon. That's neato. I like the curved flame around the curved blade. Nice touch. Just one minor problem. That a long blade skill? 8. I'll just remind you real quick. 8 is the number that I got. 8. Sweet. Should return to Almalexia now, I say. Just so we can feel like cool people and everything, I might briefly look up where the trainer is in the main game of Morrowind that can train up to 100 long blade, just so we can use this cool weapon for the last chunk of the storyline instead of the one from the other expansion. Which even though that one's almost certainly a stronger weapon, although 30 damage for the 30 fire is a lot of damage. How much does this thing do? 8 frost damage. Yeah, this thing does 30 fire damage. Somewhat less damage, but still. And it looks awesome! Ah! Get out of here. See? That's the problem. That's the problem, is I'm like, yay, look at my cool new radical weapon. I can't hit a single person with it. Good job, me. Yep. Now you guys get to watch me do this again. Getting a little better at it. I've done this jumping sequence enough times to actually get, like, skills at it. Dang it. There we go. And we're back. Alright. So we'll be reporting to Almalexia in a moment, but we're gonna get a little jump cut wherein I'm gonna go track down Longblade Trainer somewhere. Because it just seems like a missed opportunity for us to not use this blade from here on out in the storyline. But I can't, because I have 8 long blade skill, and that's a problem. Sorry. The answer is Olms Drathen at Molag Mar Armiger Stronghold. Boom. Let's get busy.